you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am with Sanja Slay asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep a smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The golden nugget today is move on. But before I get to running my mouth, let's check up this manifestation jar and see what we get for today, okay? Let's see. Oh, one fell out. I'm gonna still pick a couple and see what we get for today. The first one is favor. We'll take it all day long. We can always use more favor. Yes. The second one is abundance, and we'll take that all day long as well. Yes, we will. And last but not least is what? Yes, we'll take this too. Unexpected blessings. Listen, in order for us to get all of this stuff right here, we're gonna really have to move on. What am I talking about? It's 2020, y'all, and some of y'all are still trying to hold on to people, places, and things that are not rocking for you or rocking with you the way you think they are. They are not rocking with or for you. Listen, some of y'all are over there right now feeling drained, you're feeling strained, you're feeling tired, and it's all because you still in the thick of being around people who are not rocking for you. Some of you all are in a situation right now to where you have been falsely accused of something, and there you are calling those friends or family members, trying to call them and say, hey, listen, I didn't do that. You're trying to text them and say, I didn't do that. You're trying to email them and say, I didn't do that. But what's happening? Have anybody called you back? Has anybody texted you back? Has anybody emailed you back? Had nobody responded, right? Maybe you did do something that was wrong, out of character, right? All because you weren't aligned and connected, but you know you don't do that all the time, and they know you don't do that all the time, and you know that's not who you really are, and there you are again, trying to call to apologize, right? You're trying to text to apologize. You're trying to email and apologize, right? Have they responded? They hadn't texted you, they hadn't called you, they haven't even emailed you, right? Listen, they probably unfriended you for Facebook. Listen, I'm trying to tell you something that I know for a fact. Can I tell you something? People who cut you off real fast, real quick, like, they weren't ever rocking for you or with you. Matter of fact, they had already had some preconceived information about you that was negative. They were already thinking that something was bad about you. They were already thinking a certain thing or a certain way about you that was not good. That's why they are so easily to just drop you like a hot potato. They ain't say, well, you know what? I'm just going to spit it down. They just drop you just like that. They don't want to hear nothing you say. They don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to see nothing you do. They don't want no parts of you right now. Can I tell you what? Those are signs and signals that those people, places, and things are not really rocking for you or rocking with you. I know it's hard to hear. It was hard for me to hear. Matter of fact, I had my spiritual ears closed, and God was trying to say, listen, you need to move on. They ain't rocking for you like that. You can still love them from a distance, but they ain't rocking for you like that. And I was like, no, God, they family. No, God, they friends. No, God, I known them for a long time. No, God, that ain't true. That ain't true, God. No, God, no. And every single time, I will be put and placed back in the same situations, being hurt, feeling drained, feeling strained, until God said, listen, little girl, Will Sanja, they're not rocking for you like that. Move on. And when God was saying move on, it wasn't like you dropped them like a hot potato. In other words, God was saying, and what I'm telling you, you're going to have to distance yourself and see them for who they are right now. They're not aligned and connected. Understand, they are not aligned and connected. So you can't rock with them. You can't be on the phone with them all the time. You can't be around them all the time. Doesn't mean you can't call them every once in a while. Doesn't mean that you can't text them every once in a while. Doesn't mean that you can't hang out with them every once in a while. It just means that you cannot be around them all the time, or talking to them all the time, or texting them all the time. Why? Because those little things that they have in their head that have them all out of order will come on over to your space, and then you'll find yourself drained and strained again. You're going to have to move on. It's 2020. Not to mention, when you hold on and stay in something that you're not supposed to be in, you will block your blessings. you will block your blessings. I know you're trying to get them to know the truth, that you didn't really say that you didn't really do that. God knows how to right a wrong, and you can't right their wrong for them. If they're falsely accusing you, then they're wrong for that. You can't right the wrong that they see, the wrong that they have in their head. Only God can do that. And if you did do something that was bad, and they don't want to hear your apology or accept your apology and understand that that wasn't who you are, and that's not who you are, then guess what? God knows how to right your wrong. If they don't want to be your friends anymore, if they don't want to be close family anymore, guess what? God will. I'm a living witness. God will place people in your life to be better friends, and you will think that they are blood. Are you hearing me? So listen, you over there crying your eyeballs out right now, and you can eliminate all of that if you just move on. Move on. Like I said, it doesn't mean that you're not going to love them. It just means that you're not going to talk to them as much. You're not going to hang out with them as much. You're not going to text them as much. You're going to understand where they are right now, and you're going to listen to God and move on. You're going to stay aligned and connected as well, which means what? God is at the forefront of your life, moving in and through you, that you're able to see within your journey with some clarity. And the clarity is going to give you strength to know when you have the urge to want to call all the time. You ain't going to be able to do that. Because y'all remember, I told you, your season is a different season than where they are right now. Right now, you're in winter probably, and they may be in summer. They ain't going to be able to handle your winter. And if you're in summer and they're in winter, they ain't going to be able to handle your summer. So listen, just accept it for what it is. I know some of these people, they are your best friends. They've been around you for your whole life. Some of them are family members. Some of them were with you when your parents died or when your dog died. They were with you when you got married. They were with you when you got engaged. They were with you when you got the acceptance to go to college. They were with you during a whole lot of occasions. Can I tell you this? Just because they were with you during that time, that don't mean anything. Do you know how many times people have said that their best friend stabbed them in the back or did something to them, and to come to find out they weren't rocking with them when they were with them during that time? So you can't get attached to how long a person has been around you. You have to look at whether or not they're staying aligned and connected. And that's something that I had to learn. Because I was saying, God, I've known these people for a long time. We've been friends for a long time, God. I can't just walk away. I can't just move on. These people are my family. I can't just move on from this. God said, yes, you can. Because let me tell you what was happening to me. I'm so grateful for spiritual growth, y'all. And some of y'all may be experiencing this. That's why I'm telling you, you got to move on. I was in a space to where the people were not rocking with me or for me, none whatsoever. But because I had known them for a long time, and some of them were family members and some of them were friends, I really wanted to make them happy. I really wanted them to be happy with me. I really wanted them to be comfortable with me. I really wanted them to love me. I really wanted them to treat me like family. I really wanted them to love me like family. I really wanted them to be there for me like a friend should be. And so what I would do, I would just be on my P's and Q's, walk on eggshells around them. And then if they had a complaint and say, I don't like the way you say this, or that was kind of weird the way you did that, I was changing myself to where I started getting a whole lot of requests to do this, be this, act like this. You shouldn't, oh, you're so loud. You shouldn't do this. Oh, the way you asked them to do that. I was getting so many requests from them to where they were manipulating me. And I ain't afraid to say that's how I was until God snipped those strings until I became awakened and understood. God said, hey, I've been trying to tell you the whole time what was going on. But because I was saying I've known them for a long time. Well, God, they family. They family, God. They family. They friends, God. They've been knowing me since I was a little girl. They my uncle. They my aunt. They my cousin. They this. They that. God said they don't mean nothing. It didn't mean a thing. But I did realize that every time they asked a request of me, I was jumping through hoops. And they were manipulating me to where my emotions were up and down like a roller coaster. I could never please them. And guess what? That was the whole end game of it, that I was never going to please them. And they knew that. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, no matter how big I smiled, no matter how hard I hugged, no matter how hard I loved, I was never going to please them. Why? Because they didn't want me to. They wanted me to always be what they conceived and perceived me to be in their head. And that was a bad person. That was a person who was belittled. That was a person who didn't have enough. That was a person who ain't gonna ever be happy. That was a person that they didn't want to see grow in any kind of way. They didn't want to see me successful. They didn't want to see me happy, and probably still don't. But guess what? I don't care. Why? Because I have moved on. And God has me. God will right any wrong that is dealing in my life. Whether if I provided the wrong or if somebody else provided the wrong, God will right that wrong. And that's why I want to tell you, it's okay to move on. It is. It is. It's high time that you move on right now. It's early in January in 2020. Don't waste this year like you wasted last year. I'm telling you, some years back, I wasted. I guess I shouldn't say wasted, but I could have done a whole lot more years back if I had known what I know now. But that's growth. That's growth for you. And I want to share what I've learned to you, so you'll know. So you won't have to go through that, okay? So listen, it's okay to move on. It's 2020. Get all that you can get. Manifest. Get your goods and yum-yums. Be around the people that God has ordained to be around you as far as friend, as well as family. You're going to always be surrounded by love. Even if that love is not coming from the people who are blood to you, or the people that's related to you, or friends that you've known your whole life. God knows how to replace people, places, and things. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. So listen, just get ready for a new, and understand that the best is yet to come. So you might as well to go ahead and inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and know that everything is going to work out for you. Go ahead and move on. I know it's kind of scary. You don't want to cross that bridge. You go to better. But trust me, once you cross the bridge to move on to the best, you ain't going to ever look back. You're not going to look back as far as trying to go back to where you used to be. You're not. All right, y'all, I'm going to go because I think I talked. Yes, I talk y'all ears off. I'm right at 12 minutes. But I hope y'all got this. And if you didn't, make sure you rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed. Be blessed, stay blessed. Move on. Be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.